Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to show you how to make your very own Ableton tutorials. So if you got some neat tricks you like using in Ableton, you want to share with your buddies or show off, I'm going to show you a quick way to be able to make your own tutorials on a Mac. So basically I'll show you how to record your screen and record audio from an external or internal mic, and also the audio from your computer while running Ableton. So let's get started here. First thing you got to do is download an application called SoundFlower. So I'll put the link in the description for you. It'll take you to this website. Just scroll down and there's under downloads you'll find SoundFlower. I'm running OS X 10.9. I'm not sure if it's going to run on anything newer than that, but who knows, give it a shot. So once it's downloaded, just open her up and double click to install like you would anything else. The old dusty SoundFlower there. And so once that's done, what you want to do is create an aggregate device. Okay, so an aggregate device, you'll be able to do that in your audio devices. So just go to your Spotlight, type in audio, and there it is, your audio devices. Okay, so what you want to do to create a new device, just go down here to the plus sign and create aggregate device. So you can name it, well, let's call it screen capture. And then once you got our name there, you'll see it gives you a list of your devices that your computer is showing you. First, you're going to want to select whatever mic you're going to be using. So if you're using an external mic like I am, or if you're using an internal mic, just go ahead and select whatever mic. For me, I'm using a 58 running into my M-Box Pro, so I'm going to be selecting my M-Box Pro. And then also SoundFlower 2-channel. So basically what SoundFlower lets you do is record the sounds coming from your computer and ties them all together into this single aggregate device that you can use to capture all the audio for your tutorial. Okay. Next, what you want to do is set your system preferences. So just go to the Apple, System Preferences, Sound, and your outputs. Just scroll down to the device that we just created. For me, I've already created one. This is the one that I'm using, so I'm just going to go ahead and delete the one that we just made. But this is the same. You can see here I got my M-Box Pro and the SoundFlower 2-channel. So in our system preferences, we just want to make sure that we got our aggregate device that we just created selected in our output and our input. And that is good to go. You can see my voice coming in nice and clear there. All right, so we got our system preferences enabled. What we want to do now is open up QuickTime, which we will be using to capture our screen. So you can find QuickTime in your applications, or just go ahead again to the Spotlight and type in QuickTime. There she is, Quicktime Player. Open her up and go under File here. And you'll see it gives you some options. You can do a new movie recording, a new audio recording, or a new screen recording. That's what we want to be doing today. Mine's grayed out because that's what I'm using to record my screen right now. But normally you'd click on there, a little window would come up about this big with a record button and a drop down menu. So you want to select the drop down menu and select the aggregate device that we just created under your drop down menu in QuickTime Player. And then you can hit record and start your tutorial. All right, so next thing to do would be to open up Ableton and get going. I'll see a little tutorial here. Ableton's great. Lots of little neat tricks that I'm still learning, and it really never ends. It's just awesome. So what we'll do, I got a brand new session here. Let's just chuck a sound on here, a good old Ableton sound. Let's get a synth lead. Why not? Or maybe a bass. Let's chuck a bass on there. I don't know, something neat. Jarble. I don't even know what that is, but it sounds fun. Let's just chuck it on there. We've got our Jarble bass. I'm going to go ahead and play some notes. Now I can hear it, but you can't. And the reason for that is if you look down here at your master, it's going out 1 and 2. So I can hear it coming out of my headphones, but we need the master to be going out to the SoundFlower to be recorded by the screen capture. But we also want to be able to hear it ourselves. So the neat thing about Ableton is you can take any channel and split it from serial, like we have here, serial processing. We want to split it into parallel processing. And to get our audio to our SoundFlower, we'll just go into audio effects here and grab an external audio effect, chuck it down here on the master. This one we want to set to 1 and 2 to go to our main speakers, or in my case, my headphones. And we'll just chuck this audio effect in a group. So you can hit Command G, or you can right click and go down group and just open up the chain there. And we want to duplicate this. We can right click and duplicate, or we can just grab the effect and hold Option and drag it down. And now we've got parallel processing. So we've got our one effect going out 1 and 2, and our second effect, we want to send this to SoundFlower. So how do we do that? We got to check, go back to our audio setup here, our audio devices and our aggregate device that we just created. And if you look up here, it shows you all your IO for your devices. So your M-Box, all good, and then your SoundFlower. And you can see here that it's 9 and 10 for the input and the output. So that's what we want to be sending out of Ableton. So if we just go down here, back to our master chain, we want to be sending the second parallel chain out to 9 and 10, but 9 and 10 is not there. So what we got to do is open up System Preferences. You can go Command, comma, or you can just go up to Preferences under Live Preferences, and it'll take you here. You want to make sure you're on audio, and then just go to your input and output devices and select the aggregate device that we just created. Boom, rocking and rolling. Now you want to also make sure that your inputs are all selected in your channel configuration. All good, all good. We should be good to go now. And now I'll go back down here to the chain and switch it over to 9 and 10. So now we've got it going out our mains, and we've got it going out to SoundFlower. So now we're good to go to make our tutorial. You should be able to hear my sweet bass line. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Okay, let's make a tutorial. Here we go. Shift Command M creates a MIDI clip. And let's just open it up. Whip out the old pencil by pressing B and just chuck some notes in there. Oh yeah, that's a wicked bass line, I can tell. Okay, let's have a listen. Oh, killer. You'd never guess I'm a bass player. Delete. Anyway, that's about it. You're pretty much good to go to make your own, your very own Ableton tutorials now. If you have issues like finding the aggregate devices you created, you probably have to restart Ableton if it's not in this list. Also, if it's not in your list here in your audio settings, then you probably have to close this, because this was probably open before you made the device. So just close that and then open her back up, and it should be in the list. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. If you found this tutorial helpful, then please give my channel a subscribe and give her a like. I'll be coming out with lots of other helpful tutorials for you guys coming up. So keep your eyes peeled for those, and we will see you guys in the future. All right. See you later.